Welcome back, KBUZZPOP family. If you're here right now, chances are your heart already did that little flutter the moment you read those two names together. EunWoo, Moon GaYoung. Two visuals that feel unreal, two actors whose chemistry still lives rent-free in fans' minds, and one question that refuses to disappear no matter how much time passes. Did they date before military service, or was it all just beautifully convincing acting that fooled an entire generation of viewers? Today, let's slow down, breathe, and really talk about this. Because this story isn't just about rumors. It's about timing, emotions, unspoken moments, and the kind of connection that lingers long after the cameras stop rolling. From the moment EunWoo and Moon GaYoung appeared together on screen, something clicked. You probably remember where you were when you first watched their scenes, maybe on your phone late at night, maybe rewatching clips over and over, maybe reading comments and realizing you weren't alone in feeling that strange mix of excitement and comfort. Their on-screen relationship didn't feel rushed, forced, or overly dramatic. It felt natural, almost too natural. And whenever that happens in K-drama land, fans immediately start asking the dangerous but irresistible question: is there something real behind this? Let's be honest with each other for a second. As viewers, we're trained to be suspicious. We've seen plenty of co-stars smile politely, do their press interviews, and disappear from each other's lives the moment promotions end. But with EunWoo and Moon GaYoung, it didn't feel like that. Their interactions off-screen carried a softness that was hard to fake. The way they listened to each other, the way their eyes seemed to light up during interviews, the comfortable silence when one finished speaking and the other naturally continued, it all made fans lean closer to their screens and whisper, "Wait, what is this?" Now, here's where things get really interesting. Military enlistment changes everything in a celebrity's life. Time becomes heavier. Decisions feel more permanent. Relationships, real or rumored, suddenly matter more. Fans started noticing something subtle but powerful in the timeline. Right before enlistment discussions became serious, there were moments that felt emotionally loaded. Not dramatic, not scandalous, just quietly intense. And those are usually the moments that stick the longest. Think back to the interviews during the peak of their promotions. Who remembers how EunWoo spoke about Moon GaYoung, not just praising her acting, but mentioning her personality, her kindness, her professionalism in a way that felt personal? And Moon GaYoung, equally composed, yet visibly softer when his name came up. Not giddy, not exaggerated, just warm. The kind of warmth that makes you wonder what conversations happened when cameras weren't around. Fans, of course, did what fans do best. They analyzed everything. The body language, the matching tones, the subtle mirroring of posture, even the timing of social media posts became part of the discussion. Was it coincidence, or was it two people living parallel emotional timelines without openly crossing the line? And this is where I want to ask you directly. Do you think coincidences can really stack up this neatly? One thing that stands out is how neither of them ever tried too hard to shut the rumors down aggressively. Usually, when something is completely baseless, agencies move fast and firm. But in this case, responses were calm, neutral, almost gentle. No sharp denials, no absolutely false statements, just silence or vague professionalism. And silence, as we all know, can sometimes speak louder than words. But let's flip the perspective for a moment. What if they didn't date? What if what we witnessed was simply two emotionally intelligent actors who respected each other deeply and shared a rare creative connection? That possibility deserves space too. Not every deep bond has to turn romantic to be meaningful. Sometimes, the closeness we sense comes from mutual trust, safety, and admiration, especially in an industry as pressurized as this one. Still, the timing keeps pulling us back. Before military service, life often becomes reflective. People think about what they're leaving behind, who matters, and what memories they want to protect. Fans noticed that EunWoo seemed quieter during that period, more introspective, and Moon GaYoung, while busy with her own projects, carried an emotional maturity that felt different, as if both were standing at a personal crossroads. Do you remember the last time they were publicly seen interacting? Many fans described that moment as bittersweet. Smiles that didn't quite reach the end, glances that lingered just a second longer than necessary. And that's the thing about human connection. You don't need grand gestures for it to be real. Sometimes the smallest pauses reveal the most. Another layer to this story is how both of them handle privacy. Neither Cha Eun-woo nor Moon Ga-young is known for public relationships or messy scandals. They're careful, reserved, almost old-fashioned in how they protect their personal lives. If something did exist between them, it wouldn't be surprising if they chose to keep it private, especially before Enlistment, when scrutiny becomes even more intense. And let's not ignore the fans' emotional investment. Many viewers didn't just ship them for fun, they saw a kind of emotional balance between the two. Cha Eun-woo's gentle, slightly reserved aura paired beautifully with Moon Ga-young's grounded strength and quiet confidence. Together, they felt equal, not competing, not overpowering each other, just aligned. That kind of dynamic is rare, both on screen and off. Now, I want you to think about this. Have you ever had someone in your life where nothing officially happened, yet the connection was strong enough to leave a mark? Someone you didn't date, didn't define, but always remembered? That's what this situation feels like to many fans. A what if that never fully closes. Of course, there's also the industry reality. Actors often grow close during intense projects. Long hours, emotional scenes, shared stress. It naturally creates bonds that can look romantic from the outside. And once the project ends, reality slowly sets in, schedules separate, and life moves on. Military service especially forces a clean break from many things. That doesn't mean feelings weren't there. It just means timing might not have been kind. What makes this story linger is not confirmation, but absence. No photos, no official statements, no dramatic reveal. Just a trail of memories and impressions that fans continue to revisit. And maybe that's why it feels so powerful. Because in a world where everything is exposed instantly, this remains quietly unresolved. So did Cha Eun-woo and Moon Ga-young date before military service? The honest answer is, we don't know. And maybe we're not meant to. What we do know is that they shared something genuine, whether romantic, emotional, or deeply respectful. And sometimes that's enough. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Do you believe they were quietly dating? Do you think it was just extraordinary chemistry and timing? Or do you feel this was a meaningful connection that existed in its own undefined space? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is as much yours as it is theirs. If you felt that spark too, if you ever paused a scene and smiled without knowing why, you're not alone. And that's the magic of moments like these. They don't need confirmation to feel real. Stay tuned, KBUZZPOP family. More stories, more whispers, and more heart-fluttering moments are coming your way.